I'm gonna be rapping by then so I can be like full-time mom and like have a garden.
Announcement caught you off guard. That's when I say that you and George W. Bush could probably go intellect for intellect.
Y'all, you are not ready for what just went down. Latto, one of the boldest, most outspoken women in the rap world, is getting humiliated, and it's messy. It's nasty. She stood 10 toes down behind 21 Savage, defended him like she owned him, claimed him, moved like she was a main. Even when everyone else questioned it, she poured her energy into him, took the heat, risked her reputation. And for what? Another woman pops up pregnant by him at the exact same time. And this isn't just any woman. We're talking about the same stripper tied to that wild club situation that had already dragged Elle all over the internet. Remember when Elle tried to downplay all that chaos? Thought it was over? Nah, it came back. Harder, worse. And now she's losing her mind while the world watches. Meanwhile, 21 Savage's actual wife, Kyana Joseph, is sitting back calm, watching every second of this unfold. No yelling, no drama, just quiet, petty, perfectly timed reactions. And the wildest part? 21 Savage isn't claiming Elle. Not publicly, not directly, nothing. After all she said, all the energy she put in, all the public moments. He's acting like she's not even in the story. So how did things get this messy? Let's rewind a little. Elle wasn't supposed to be living in chaos. She was expecting her first child, ready to step into this new chapter of her life. And everyone thought she'd be living her best life. But instead, she's fighting for her life, reputation, and sanity because the man she's been putting on a pedestal isn't really hers. Another woman is pregnant, and somehow Latto, the woman defending him publicly, is taking the brunt of the shame. It gets wilder. Elle even got a tattoo of 21 Savage's name behind her ear, and 21, he mirrored it. Same tattoo, same spot, same red ink. They were vacationing together. They looked inseparable. Fans were convinced they were a solid couple. And yet, publicly, they denied being together. In interviews, when asked about her, 21 said, "I've been hot for a long time. I don't do all the antics. I don't got a celebrity girlfriend. I'm not going live talking about stuff every week." Translate:
What the girls lack in common sense, they make up for in looks. If this news...
He wasn't claiming her, and the world noticed. Meanwhile, Latto flaunted her life, her luxury, diamonds, cars, everything. She said, "Y'all don't get it. I'm spoiled to death. You all don't know the situation." She tried to assert herself, claiming her position, but denial, secrecy, and the public eye worked against her. Eventually, she slipped. She publicly referred to 21 as her husband, running through the streets of New York shouting it, making it almost impossible to ignore. But the world still questioned whether she was really his main. Rumors started swirling that she was pregnant. First, she denied it, blaming too much Wagyu ramen while on tour in Japan. Fans laugh it off. But the truth? She was lying. And here's where it gets explosive. Latto isn't the only one carrying 21's child. Another woman is pregnant at the exact same time. The same woman who's tied to the old club drama. Imagine how humiliating that must have been for Latto. She put herself out there, defended him, claimed him, even risked her image publicly, only for him to continue seeing another woman, and for her to be carrying his child too. And it all started with a club drama that seemed small at first, but spiraled into something massive. The chaos started quietly. Early on, most people didn't even know 21 Savage was involved. They only saw Latto in a heated situation at Magic City, where she rented out the club to shoot a video for her song ISA Party. The shoot was supposed to be simple: film, rap, bounce. But it quickly became a public spectacle. Rumors spread that she had taken money thrown at dancers without warning, and fans immediately jumped on her, calling her cheap and disrespectful to the culture. But here's the kicker. One of the dancers, Gorgeous Doll, went on social media and changed the narrative entirely. The wallet situation wasn't about greed. It had gone missing. Latto had tried to get it back, asking around, but nobody would own up to it. Eventually, frustrated and out of patience, she took matters into her own hands and retrieved it herself. From her perspective, it made sense, but to the dancers at Magic City, it looked like chaos, and tension escalated quickly. According to Gorgeous Doll, things went even further. Latto allegedly confronted her personally outside the club. And here's the shocking part. Gorgeous Doll was pregnant at the time, and she claims that Latto's actions caused her to miscarry. The claim sent shockwaves online. Suddenly, the situation wasn't just a messy club incident. It was personal, dangerous, and irreversible. Fans were divided. Some defended Latto, some condemned her. But nobody could ignore how badly this made her look. And just when we thought things couldn't get more complicated, they did. TikTok became the next battleground. A #tech feud led to a video spilling the tea about Latto's involvement. She tried to defend herself, saying it wasn't her, that people were losing their minds, that privacy matters. But she accidentally confirmed too much. Fans clowned her hard. And then, the ultimate humiliation. 21 Savage continued seeing the other woman, the one tied to the original club drama, and she's also pregnant by him. Latto's defense, her claims, her public displays, all for nothing. Meanwhile, Kyana Joseph, 21's actual wife, didn't need to do anything. She watched quietly, observed, and let the world witness Latto's downfall. It wasn't just the pregnancy or the club drama or the TikTok chaos. It was a fact that after everything, 21 Savage didn't claim Latto, didn't acknowledge her publicly, and didn't protect her from the fallout. She went all in: public declarations, tattoos, defending him publicly. Yet she ended up looking like the one left out. And the story doesn't stop there. Latto's public moments, her viral posts, her reactions, all of it was being watched, analyzed, and memed by fans online. The situation became a lesson in fame, power, and messy relationships. In a world where everything is public, every post, every slip, every statement can turn into a viral moment. And Latto became the prime example. So what's next? Will Latto rise from this, reclaim her narrative, and rebuild her reputation? Or is this a permanent stain on her career and public image? And 21 Savage, will he ever step up, publicly claim responsibility, and finally stop the chaos? Or will this cycle continue with more women, more drama, and more public humiliation? One thing is certain, this story is far from over. The tension, the betrayals, the public reactions, it's all part of a narrative that's still unfolding. Fans are watching every move, every post, every hint from both Latto and 21 Savage. Every eye on social media is waiting for the next chapter, the next confession, the next confirmation. Because in a world of fame, power, and complicated relationships, the line between love, loyalty, and betrayal is thinner than ever. And Latto is living proof of how messy it can get. This isn't just a story about a pregnancy or a club fight. It's a story about trust, choices, consequences, and public perception. Latto defended a man, risked everything, and ended up being humiliated in ways most people can't even imagine. Meanwhile, the woman she was competing with quietly carries the same man's child, and his wife, calm and collected, watches it all. The question now isn't just who's involved or who's pregnant. The real question is, why did Latto go this hard for a man who never fully claimed her? And will she ever get the closure, respect, or recognition she deserves? For Latto, the story is still unfolding, and every moment from now on will either be a redemption arc or another viral humiliation. The world is watching. And when you're in the spotlight this bright, every choice is magnified, every mistake becomes public, and every victory can be stolen in an instant.